Hey, everybody, I'm so excited. Today, we're talking with Heather Dziedzic with Bergy Bag. And I am sure a lot of you probably have already seen Bergy Bag around because it's everywhere. Well, everywhere I keep seeing. I've actually even seen it in a couple stores, which is fantastic. But I want to welcome you, Heather, and I'm excited to chat today.
Me too, Susie. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So I think the most important question, and you maybe have had this conversation with me before, we've known each other a while now, but how'd you get started? And is there like a why behind it? Or, what really said, oh, I think I want to create this? What was that happened that made this happen?
Yeah, a big fat why, a big hot why. Yeah, and if you don't have a why, you're crazy because it's hard to build a brand for sure.
Yeah.
Um, and it's something. My background was in property management, and even before that, high tech sales. So, um, I lived in Arizona since the '90s, kind of off and on. And every summer when it started to get hot, my lipstick melted, my sunscreen exploded. I mean, I even had one time where a credit card like curled up the edges
Oh,
because it was so hot. Yeah. Um, so I set out to make a bag because when I went looking for cute cooler bag or makeup bag that's insulated, there were really none. And what kept popping up was emoji lunch bags, those insulated bags that we buy for our kids. We stuff all of their lunches in it, and every year they get a new one and all the things. But it just, it wasn't really elevated. A lot of them were, the canvas, a canvas material, and again, had superheroes or, emojis on it. And I think that you've done some real estate too. And walking into those client meetings with an emoji lunchbox just doesn't really make you look that professional.
you're like, hold on, let me get my business cards.
Yeah, yeah. And my lipstick here. Yeah.
Yeah, when you
Not
eat,
melted.
that's true. Oh my gosh, for sure. I can totally relate. And even the cell phones, right? Overheating.
Yeah. I mean, that was the thing. So when I really made it to keep my makeup intact, going from appointment to appointment, but I mean, people just came up with the best ideas, and then I started to adopt those kind of uses as well. Your cell phone, vitamins, your lipstick, your lotions, your skincare. I mean, skincare is a really big one for me. Probably some of the stores that you've seen me in are resorts and estheticians' offices because when you buy these expensive serums and skincare products, they really need to be kept temperature controlled. When the heat gets to them, they degrade and they're just not as effective as they were prior to the exposure.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my God, I know. There's and not even that. I mean, nowadays a decent lipstick's $30.
I
Nobody
know.
wants that melting all up in your in your
I know, and then it creates such a mess, you're like, "What?" It's just wipe lipstick off of anything,
Yeah,
not a good scene.
it's fun. So when did you actually release? Like how old is the company?
So, I launched, 2022 November,
Okay.
and I really didn't have, like, a deliberate brand activation. I, had committed to a holiday show. So, that year, 2022, there was a holiday show. And I remember getting all my inventory, practicing my pop-up in the living room, with the tables and the tablecloths and the balloons and all the things, and then ran to this holiday show. And it was great. It was, just a general format, like meeting people in the community, holiday shoppers, and then I kind of carried that momentum through that first year. So I guess now it's been over a year and a half since I launched.
Yeah. I think I probably met you then spring of 23, maybe even sooner. Maybe
Yeah,
yeah, I met you early, but it's been just over a year, roughly around there. And I remember, talking about like manufacturers and this and that and some of the
yeah,
things.
yeah.
How is it now? And what have you really fine tuned? Like if you were to say to somebody that's like, oh, I think I want to start a product, what would be the one big lesson where you're like, don't do this or make sure you do this?
Yeah, I mean, I dream about some of these questions all the time, like all of the pivots, as they say. I think the major thing really is to know the math of the business.
Yeah.
And we all do, and I did too. I sort of knew if I bought it for X and sold it for the X Y, then Z would be, my profit.
Yeah.
Profit's great, but you've got to reinvest, right? So you're thinking about, your marketing budget, and that entails everything from, your digital ads to your pop-up fees, um, to, press and all of the things. So, really know your numbers, be wise about those, keep the cost low,
Yeah.
and think about what you do, like what can you do, right? I mean, it's just this. I see a lot of reckless behavior in these, and I think it's reckless. Some of it isn't, but just grants and leverage and loans. And one girl I met recently, she said that her biggest investor was Chase.
Okay.
Well, that's a credit card. So
That's a great investor, like 25% interest.
yeah, 25% is no big deal. Chase, he's
You
my
know,
BA. He never says no.
do what you can. Yeah, Chase is like, have more.
Yes, Chase is here for it.
Oh my God.
Um, but I think I really underestimated the marketing budget, right?
Okay.
Identifying my sales channels and really kind of honing in on them from the get-go. Um, I just would advise really to, know what you're getting into that way, I guess.
Yeah. Who is your perfect client? Like what is she doing? Where's she go? Who are we?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, she's you, she's me,
Yeah.
um, she's the type of person who really is out there living and seeking adventure. And it just may be on the daily where she is meeting up with girlfriends playing tennis. She might be going to the golf course. She likes to travel, and she's this is funny, but this is true. She's a big gifter. What
Oh,
I've noticed with a lot of my clients is that they buy Bergy Bag to give to somebody else.
that's amazing.
Um, yeah, and our price point's about $100.
Okay.
So it's not too steep, but it definitely isn't, everyday consumable.
Right.
But you see this lady traveling to resorts, she goes to beaches, and just like I said, athleisure, sporty chic,
Okay.
and definitely somebody who is, who's generous and has the means to do that. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I've noticed even seeing your pop-ups from when I first met you at a pop-up to now, when you just recently did a pop-up with me, um, you like customize them and they're like the straps
Mhm.
are super fun. They're so just evolving so much. Is that one of your favorite parts? Do you come up with all the ideas or do people say things or request things and you're like, oh, we'll make that happen?
I think it's a little bit of both. I cannot take credit for the way that this company is shaping. The only thing I can take credit for is implementation. I just have hustle just like you, Susie. That's like coming out of my fingers. I just don't know anything different than to get up and do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So everybody has a lot of ideas for me all the time. They
That's
want to tell me, yeah, and I never get irritated with that. That is the last thing that you should be doing. According to the community, I should be going on Shark Tank. I should
okay.
be, yeah, I should have bigger sizes, mango, orange, lots
Mhm.
lots of but I try to take that information as data,
Yes,
right? And then what can I implement? What is cost effective to implement and what makes sense for, growing the brand and moving forward. So I do listen a lot. There's been a lot of great ideas in the community. And one of the things, just like you witnessed, was people really wanted to customize them.
Very
So
cool.
like for golf tournaments, I mean, it's like a huge thing for golf tournaments, to offer what's called a tee gift or a member guest, and they want their logo on there,
Okay.
right? Yeah, they want their logo on there, and, in fact, I've just been working on one this morning, and corporate gifting, huge thing too, for incentive trips to have the logo or,
Yeah.
that kind of thing as well.
I love it. Do you wanna show me a bag? I see them behind you. Do you is it like canvas?
Yeah,
Like, how much
yeah,
can
for
you
sure.
fit in it? I have tinkered with it. It's been probably a year since I messed with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me show you this one right here. So, this is the white one with the yellow zipper,
They're
and
water
it's
resistant, right?
what's that?
They like water resistant?
Yes, so the outside leather is what's called Saffiano leather, and this is really pioneered by Prada way back, like, in the '80s, maybe even '70s. They put, like, a wax coating during the tanning process,
Oh, wow.
so it gives it that, like, hard shell exterior, which we know and love and associate with Prada and designer and quality and all the things. And this is the same leather. It's pure full grain leather,
Okay.
and the outside has that plastic coating on it, so it's scratch
Yeah,
resistant and then water resistant, so you'll see it, bubble up.
right.
um,
That.
and then the inside really is, it sort of looks maybe compact,
Yeah.
but you can really fit a lot of items in there, and like full size items too. Like this
Okay.
sunscreen that you can see, it can go in there. And then there's what it's like I have like all this skincare.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, this skincare that can go in there. Your cell phone can go in there.
I know, our phones are so
And
big these days.
what's that?
I said our phones are so big these days.
Oh, I know, and then I have even, like, this square thing on it. But
Yeah,
there is kind of in back of the pocket, you
okay.
can see there,
Yeah,
that's usually where I put my cell phone, just kinda slide it back there.
gotcha.
I have one of those flaunt cases now, so it's like it is giving me a little trouble the way I stacked my product in here, but rest assured, a lot fits in there. And then, the ice pack is really kind of the thing that, between that and the insulation is really what keeps it cold. So, I you just freeze this little ice pack,
Okay.
and by the way, an engineer designed all of this for me. So, we have a patent pending on the whole combination of the bag, the liquid that's in here, and as well as the insulating layers that are inside here that you can't see.
Oh, wow, okay. That's
Yeah, so
very
we submitted for that patent about a year ago.
okay.
So, just
What
like
makes
waiting
the ice
game.
pack like, would you fill the ice pack, if you're allowed to say? Like, what makes it different? Just last longer?
So, the key really to so the way to keep anything cool is ice.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it. That's why ice chests, are a thing, right?
yeah,
And when you see the big Yetis or the igloo coolers or all the things, they're dumping ice in there,
correct, yeah,
right? It's ice, it's ice, it's ice. So, the closest you can get to H2O, the better,
okay.
right? And that would really be the difference. I mean, you see a lot of gel packs, you
Mhm,
see a lot of, combinations of liquids, but pure and simple, water, ice, best way to keep anything cold.
got it. I love it. Do you have any, since Mother's Day is coming, do you do any specials, have anything that you, have going on for that?
I'm so excited you asked that question. And by the way, that was not rehearsed. I'm so excited. Yes. So I have a limited edition
Oh, nice.
Cool Mama,
I love that. Yeah.
and it will come in every color. So that it'll all have this that Tiffany blue on the outside, which is like a key color in all of our branding. Um, but each bag, so the pink bag with the red zipper, the black
Yeah,
bag with the white zipper, they'll all have this cool mama on it. Bless you.
to sneeze.
Yeah, it's okay.
Love that. So is that on your website and can they order now or is it being released at a certain time?
Yep, it'll be, as of this afternoon, it'll be on the website. So
Oh, perfect
by the
timing.
time everybody sees, yes, perfect timing.
I love it. I'm
Yeah,
very
thank
excited.
you. Thank you. I am too. It's really fun. And these are, all of this, like I said, is all inspiration from people in the community, um, helping me grow and be better. And that's really why, Susie, I love working with you and your organization and
Oh, thank
um, the supporting of each other and the information. And, it really does take a community to figure all this out.
Oh yeah, I bet it does. And I bet you'll just probably keep learning and then as you add, it's another learn.
It is. It's like they could pivot. You're like, just keep pivoting, pivot. You're
Yeah,
like dancing.
I
Yeah.
know. That is so fun. I know a lot of people probably ask you this, but just so you can be kind of clear with it, they probably asking you about medications because one of the first things that came to my mind was when I used to have to pack up with my fertility. I'm assuming this is not perfect for that.
Well, it really does keep cool for 4 hours. I mean, I
Okay.
can say that even in the hot Arizona summertime, it just it really will, and it does degrade, so, nothing inside will melt
Yeah.
per se, but you should probably, change these out,
Okay.
every 4 hours to kind of really make it cool, and I know you can't always do that,
Yeah.
but you figure, most people are out 4 or 5-hour increments at a time.
True.
Um, so I really made it for makeup. People are putting all of, vitamins
Yeah.
and anything their heart's desire, snacks, all the things. But
Yes.
I just,
About
my
that.
attorney tells me to stay away from the medicines until I get a FDA approval. So
Yeah.
the first step is the patent, and then after that, the FDA would be that say sign off on that, and I'd feel really comfortable once that
Are
happened.
you gonna go that route?
I mean, I'm gonna try
We're
everything,
all talking
right?
secrets here. I'm all
What's that?
I'm all talking your secrets here.
No, 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 it's great. I think I mean, my goal really in the heart of our brand DNA is to deliver a quality product.
Yeah.
So that I don't just say that, I do that, right? I mean, we had the engineer develop it. We source the finest leathers.
Yeah.
I really took a long time to launch because I kept sending samples back. It
Okay.
was right down to like how the zipper moved.
Yeah.
Um, so quality is definitely in our DNA.
That.
And we'll continue to do that.
Yeah. And I love that you said snacks because it just dawned on me. I used to get so irritated when I would have like the granola bars with the little chocolate chip. And then you open it and it's all like and just up
I
there.
know, right?
Oh, that's perfect. Well, I appreciate you here, and I'm so excited.
Yes,
I'm definitely gonna put
me
this out right away, and I'm gonna push people to go and get that Mother's Day limited edition. So limited edition to until you run out or just until the sale ends?
Just through the I mean, that's a really good question, but sort of, until they run out.
Okay.
A lot what I hope to be able to do is, like, refresh, the different customizations. So, Mother's Day is coming up. This is a perfect gift for the
Yeah,
mom. So we do have only a limited quantity. Once they're gone, and we won't be making any more.
love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you wanna share that they should know about you? Mm,
I we have bootstrapped this whole thing. So I don't think that's impressive, so to speak, because the whole goal is to grow. So whether you grow with your own capital or if you grow with an infusion,
yeah,
um, but it's just when you buy Bergy Bag, you're buying from me and my family, and I just like to share that because I think it makes it a little bit more personal. So when you see me at pop-ups and I'm out there hustling, which, like we said, is in our blood, so we can't help it.
Yeah.
Your support is directly to me, and I want to say thank you over and over again, because in some of those environments you can't really just sit down and be like, oh, thank you, that meant so much to me, you have no idea,
Yeah.
so I
No,
want to say
I
that
love
here.
that. I love hearing that because it's not often people will do that investment, right? They well, heck, I was thinking about it and people keep telling me all the direction I keep getting is don't self-fund, don't self-fund. But there's probably something very scary and rewarding about self-funding, right? But I mean, I'm
Well,
excited.
it's
I love watching you grow. It's massive compared to when I first met you. It's crazy.
oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to do what's right, invest in your heart, and I really wanna get it right before I bring in other people's money, and we're getting there. We're just so getting there. We're just about ready, so
I love
it's
it.
great.
Yes. Well, again, I appreciate you, and we're gonna get people to get the cool mama bag, and
Yeah,
you have an amazing
thanks.
day.
You too, Susie. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.